Hey family, peace and love to my kings, my queens. Hello my brothers and sisters. I greet you all with love and light of the Most High God, the infinite creator, source of all things, source within. I thank you for checking back with me, watching another quick video. I always say quick, but my videos always, it just depends on what I'm talking about, the length of my videos. But I will try to get to the point with this video right here. This video is dear to me, family. The things I'm going to speak about, many of you cannot relate. I'm always speaking from my experience, my testimony, all right? Because that's all I know. And I don't expect many of you to get it, all right? All I ask is you have a listening ear, that may, the words come out of my mouth, give you something to think about. And, you can get a, a little insight of, the things I want to speak about. You will get a better insight of how your sister, why I choose to live my life the way I do, as far as me choosing to walk in love and compassion, all right? And, maybe the things that I speak about give you something to think about, to where you can get to that point for yourself and want to walk this walk, okay? Because I haven't always been like this. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm a work in progress, all right? But I had to renew my mind. And thanks be to the Most High God for allowing me to have a spiritual awakening, for allowing me to start seeing with my third eye, my spiritual eyes, for allowing me to have a kundalini. I'm grateful for all these experiences. All of these experiences have shaped me to the person that I am today. This person that you're seeing, my character, all of this is due to my experiences as far as me coming to the spiritual awakening. And like I said, in the beginning, it wasn't all that roses, but I had to go through it to get to this place. A part of my spiritual awakening, by me going within myself and meditating. Meditation is very important. By me being able to see through my spiritual eyes, by the grace of the Most High God, I was allowed to see my higher self, okay? I didn't know what this being was at first. All I knew was that every time I would close my eyes and I would be in meditation, I'm in deep for about 20 to 30 minutes. I started seeing the being start to show itself. And I'm not gonna say a person, I'm saying a being, all right? They looked nothing like me. And, I come to understand that this was my higher self, all right? And when I was seeing this being, I was only seeing this being once I started to light up on the inside. So that's what I was saying. I wasn't seeing it right away. We all are in darkness in the beginning, but once I'm in that meditative state for quite some time, I start to light up on the inside. I call it breaking through. I start to light up on the inside, all right? And that's how I was connected as far as seeing my higher self. But before I was seeing my higher self, I was seeing this light, all right? I was seeing this light that's outside of me, and I was seeing it within me. I didn't know what this light was, but I was seeing it. It flickers, there's beautiful colors. It might even like beautiful jaspers. I mean, it's just constantly changing, But anyway, once I got to the point of mastering myself and willing this light to me, I basically inside of myself trying to, while I was in that space, being within myself, I was trying to learn how to navigate, because I knew that it was more to it, being within myself. I know in the word, in Psalms 1, it talks about meditation, meditate day and night. So you should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that you will bring forth your fruit in its season. And your leaf should not wither, but, you know the rest of it for those who have read it. And this is in the good book. This is in the word. It speaks about meditation. But really, that's pretty much of a parable, But I do get what it's saying. The more you meditate, the more you master yourself within, and also increasing your vibration, the better your experiences are. The better your experiences within become, and everything takes off from there, Now what you're going to see in the beginning is what you're going to see. You may not see what I see, in the beginning, but what you're going to see is meant for you to see, because it's where you are in the present, all right? Having your awesome experiences, all right? And if it ain't so awesome, it reflects on you. You just have to, renew this, okay? Don't nobody have to tell you to renew it. On the inside of you is telling you to renew it, because it's showing you a mirror image of how you are out here, In here shows as within, so without. It shows you a mirror image how you are on the inside. So people don't have to say, "Ooh, you're so mean. You so your energy is just so this or so that. You mean spirit. You always think negative. You always talk negative. People don't have to say that about you, because you start going within yourself. You're not gonna like what you see, and all that reflects on you. So you get where I'm going with this. You get what I'm going with this, family. So anyway, and please know, I'm speaking. I'm telling you what I know, because I go within myself. Like I said in the beginning, everything is yin and yang. In the beginning, it wasn't roses. But once I started renewing my mind and my heart and raising my vibration, I started seeing good things. I started seeing good things. And I've been seeing good things ever since. I started bringing forth good fruit within. Not bad fruit, good fruit from within. Because my mind had been renewed, my heart was right. I was pretty much getting my mind and my heart, everything lined up, you know what I mean? Mind, body, spirit, getting it lined up. So that which I was out here, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you know where I'm going with this. When I went within myself, it was reflected back at me. That's the point I'm trying to make. So your sister, once I started to make contact with my higher self, I started learning a lot about myself. Things that I didn't like, and my higher self would let me know I need to love myself no matter what. I need to forgive myself. Because me seeing those things that I don't like, it's okay to not like them, but I still gotta love myself. It's like you're loving yourself through it by forgiving yourself. Okay? And that which I know I need to do for myself, I need to see this out here in this frame and others as well. I need to look at others out here, even things that I don't like, that people do. Okay? I still need to love them. Me loving them, that source that's within me, because I'm part of that spark, that God source, all right? The source of the most highs that's within me, my creator source. That source is within that person too. They just choose not to expand their light and to make decisions that are not for the highest good. But by us seeing the decision that they are making, we don't like it, but we have to love them through it. We have to pray for them, as the words say, love them, pray for them. All right, everybody cannot get to this place. I ain't always been in this place. I haven't always been where I am. And there's more I want to say, so bear with me. Have ears to hear what your sister is saying, even though you have to watch this video twice. Have ears to hear what I'm saying. So for instance, if I'm looking outside of myself and I see a person that's committing an unthinkable crime like murder, child molestation, I don't like that. I don't like that. Who does? You have psychopaths. They have no emotions. They kill you like it ain't nothing, and they don't blink. People like that, I don't like the act that they've done. I don't like it. I don't like how they go out here and just kill people just for the hell of it. How they gets off on it. And for whatever reason. I don't like how people go out here messing with children. You know what I mean? I don't like none of that, but I still have to love them. I still have to love them. I choose to love them through it all and pray for them like the word tells me to. By me doing this, It's helping me. It's helping me, family, because it's helping me to keep my vibration where it needs to be so I'm not affected by it inwardly. And when I go within myself, I'm able still to connect with my family of light, because if I lower my vibration, I'm not going to be able to connect with them, period. Even though I see things out here that I don't like, because the things out here that we don't like that distract us, it's going to affect you. It's not going to affect them, it's going to affect you when you go within yourself, all right? Now, for those of you, when I see with your third eye, and I appreciate you watching me, because at least you have ears to hear, But for those who third eye are awakened, it's really affecting us big time. Because one thing, this is a gift, But yeah, you can abuse it in a way, especially when you're not trying to master yourself and try to change your ways so you can start having loving, good experiences on the inside. Because you have the power to change that. Your experience on the inside, you have the power. And in this world, the power that be are trying to throw all kind of stuff at you. And that's one way that's one way the power that be, that's what I call them, which is our dark forces, all right, spiritual wickedness in high places. I just call them the power that be. That's one way, that's one weapon that they're using, all right, with our eyes, of these things that we see on TV that disgust us, that really bother us. That can affect our energy, if we let it get inside of us. Seeing, people on the news, that are considered murder, killing people just for the hell of it, killing people for their shoes, killing people for their money, killing people just because. Yeah, if we let that get to us, and we're human, it can affect us. But it's one thing to affect you, go ahead and own how you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with that. What I do, I own how I'm feeling. At that time, I am mad at what this person have done. I am mad, I own it, I take time and I pray for them. I pray for them, because their light is dim. It's dim big time. And the Most High God wants His children to come back home, all right? But it's the choices that we make, all right? And this life is going to affect the next life. And we are to pray for them. If we consider ourselves being children of the light, we are to pray for them. Not condemn them, but pray for them. You don't have to hang around them. Like I said in my last video, you can love people from a distance, but we are to pray for them, all right? That's being children of the light. We are to pray for them, that they get right, that their light be expanded, that they choose to do right, that they choose the light instead of darkness. We are to pray for them, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do. But to sit up here and just think, condemning them and all of that, let me just say this right here. I had to pause, family, change rooms. My little queen was ready to come in the restroom and distract mommy. So anyway, I want to finish off what I was saying. Let me just say this real quick, going back to what I was saying. But like I was saying, when you see someone doing an unthinkable act, you have every right to feel how you're feeling. Because I feel the way I feel, and I own it. I mean, if you know, I own how I'm feeling, all right? But try not to put too much energy on it too long, because you start hardening your heart, and then also you start thinking negative, okay? What we are to do, according to the word, we are to continuously love on them and pray for them. And what you're doing is you're letting Source be the judge, all right? Which is the ultimate judge. Let Source handle it, all right? And wish that person well, but pray for them. Pray for them and let it go. Now, my higher self has been letting me know. And I'm going to speak from my experience now. Well, the reason I'm speaking from this perspective, how important it is, because when you go within yourself, I know what my higher self be showing me. I see a lot of past life reviews, past lives, all right? I see a lot of it. And they look like flashes of images. Kind of remind you of as though you're watching a projector. That's what it looks like, okay? Some of those images They're lovely. They're nice to see. Some of those images I see, I don't like. I don't like. Okay? Now, even if I don't like what I see, all right, my higher self is teaching me to love through it, to forgive, because me having those thoughts, I'm judging myself. No matter what you see within yourself, even if it bothers you, my motto is let love be your guide. Let love be your guide, okay? Now, when my higher self was showing me these images, once I received the revelation of what my higher self was trying to convey to me, I said, I love myself. I forgive myself. I love myself. I forgive myself. I always say there were the images that bothers me from within. As far as me seeing these images being played out, I said, I love myself. I forgive myself. I would say image that really, really would bother me. I love myself. I forgive myself. This is what I would say within myself. Now, meditation. This is the ultimate message that I'm trying to convey with your family. Meditation prepares you really for death. All right? Now, we know there is really no death because we are eternal beings, all right? We are eternal spiritual beings. But what I'm trying to say is meditation prepares you from this transition from this life to the next, as far as, you know, when you're in that state of having a review, all right? Because you're going to see some things. And a lot of you might be like, well, you know, I don't really care about all that. You know, I deal with that, you know, when the time comes. When I die, I deal with that when the time comes. You know, I don't even know. I mean, this is not really relevant to even hear this stuff. Actually, it is. I'm going to tell you why. The way I see it, due to the fact where I have experience seen within myself, all right? Some of it good, some of it not so good, as far as these images being played out. A lot of times they've been played out real fast, but you can say, can you slow, you know, you can't say, you know, slow down. It's like you can't control the images where they'll slow down a little bit, you know, but they'll eventually, you know, be flashing. I almost lost my train of thought. But seeing this, it bothers you so much, things that you don't like, that you do see. So, my higher self taught me a good lesson. To this day, the way I look at life now, I'm living my life as a life review. To where when I leave this life, I know what to expect to see when I'm having my life review, because I'm conscious of the words coming out of my mouth, because I want to speak good things. I'm conscious of my thoughts. I want to think good things. And even if my thoughts do not line up the way they should, I hurry up and correct it. So notice what I said. I'm not saying that, oh, I got this, I'm not going to think no negative thoughts. No, they do pop up. And I hurry up and denounce them. They do pop up. But what I'm saying is, I'm watching my thoughts. I'm not just going to have a negative thought and let it slide. No, I'm watching my thoughts. I'm putting myself in check. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm owning it. I'm putting myself in check when my thoughts are not lining up the way they should. And I hurry up and try to correct my thoughts, all right, by replacing them with good things. You know, like the words say, think of things that are honest, pure, and true. I try to correct myself mentally. I try to correct myself emotionally, all right? So spiritually, when I'm going within myself, it's a reflection of that I am. I am that I am. Out here, I am that I am in here. I am that I am out here. When I go within myself, I am that I am on the inside. I'm attracting that I am on the inside. I hope that makes sense to many of you. Am I saying your sister's perfect? No. No. I'm a work in progress. But I am more accountable now because I received that revelation. And many of you who are watching me, you're more accountable now because you've heard. You heard this message. Now, what you choose to do after hearing this message is your choice, your free will. But you're watching me for a reason. I'm only speaking my truth, my testimony. All right? I'm not here to judge nobody. Because as you see, I'm in this with you. I'm walking this with you, family. I'm just sharing my experiences. But I thought it was very important. I'm just checking myself more. I'm checking my thoughts. I'm checking my vibration. I want to make sure, I'm right. Because I know that my thoughts, my action, all of that, it affects me. Nobody else. It affects me. When I go within myself, I want to have a good experience. I want to attract good things to me. You see what I'm saying? And that's the point my higher self was trying to make. These were things that I was not doing in the beginning. But thanks be to the Most High God, for the Comforter. All right? For the Spirit of the Living God, for allowing me to connect. I'm receiving revelations from within. And you know what? Man didn't tell me this. I got all this information from within myself. That mirror image, family. We have the power of what we choose to see. A lot of people talk about co-creator and all of that, but there's something to it. We all have a power of what we want to see out here, and you definitely have a power of what you want to see on the inside. All right? That's where the real you reside, on the inside. If we conform to these things of the world out here, if we conform to them and be attached to these things out here, it's going to affect us on the inside. If we are conformed to being negative out here, making the conscious choice to be negative out here, is going to affect. I got distracted. I apologize. My daughter came through the door. But it's going to affect me and you out here. For those who cannot see with their third eye, going within themselves, I'm not worrying about it because I don't see with my third eye, so I don't have to worry about seeing all those dark things. No, but your life is chaos, isn't it? Your life is upside down, isn't it? Many of you feeling confused because you're not receiving ultimate guidance from within. Many of you are spiraling down because of the conscious choice of being negative, conforming to this world. Looking down on your brothers and sisters. Bad-mouthing your brothers and sisters instead of praying for them. What happened to praying for them? You reading the word and you overlooking the word praying for them. You reading the word and you overlooking loving them. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I'm not judging because I've been there. All right, and I wasn't there that long. Remember, I told you a situation about my neighbor. So I'm telling you, the words coming out of my mouth. I had to practice what I'm preaching now, because I had to get back on track myself. All right, because like I said, the way I was thinking, it wasn't affecting nobody but myself. That mirror image of that which I was putting out was boomeranging right back at me. That's why I try to tell many of you, I don't care who you have issues with in this life. Please hear your sister. I'm 47 years old, all right? I don't know everything, but I knows what I knows, all right? Please, whoever you have issues with, own how you feeling for that moment. It's okay to own it. You're human. Own it. You're mad. You're pissed off. At this point, at that particular point, you might not even like that person. At that particular point. But sit there. Do not put too much energy in it, for one thing, and get to where you're shifting your thoughts. You might say, well, that person made me so mad right now. I don't like them, how they making me feel. But you know what? Shift your thoughts. I love them, and start praying for them. Start praying for them. Do not harden your heart towards them, because all they are is a mirror image of you. Did you hear what I just said? But y'all don't hear me though. They're just a mirror image of you being reflected back at you. It's something about you. Many of y'all, you'll catch it. You'll catch it. That's why our thoughts got to be positive. You got to be loving. Because please know, light attract light, all right? Light attract light. When you're negative and all that, that's what you're going to be attracting. More to you is negative. Negative. But I get it. Everybody wants to be in their feelings. That was me a while back. I want to be in my feelings. I was thinking negative. And the more energy I put on it, it was affecting me. That's why I had a rough night that night. And I couldn't blame nobody but myself. But the point I'm trying to make is, the choices are yours, family. Just like the choices are mine. I choose to live my life as though I'm seeing a life review. All right? I choose to walk in the light, not darkness. I choose to represent the Most High God. All right? Which is being the child of the light. Sorry about that. Which is being the child of the light, not of the darkness. It's the choices that we make, family, that shapes everything. Okay? It's the choices that we make. All right? All of our choices have consequences. Okay? So, like I said, when you're making a conscious choice to live your life as a life review, now you're going to start making better choices. You're going to start thinking more positive, all right? You're going to start, it's just the way you've been perceived, the way you've been looking at life generally, how you see things. You're going to by and by start to try to change, all right? Make the conscious choice every day to try to change some things about you. You're going to change overnight, but at least you're trying. You're making an effort. Because it doesn't matter what I say. Source sees and knows all right? Even within, knows. And you're going to know how well it knows when you go within yourself, because you're going to see it reflected back at you. Now, family, I say this message with love. I get a little passionate because I want my brothers and sisters, to stop being so distracted and worry about the cares of this world, because this world is very temporal, but you are eternal. Please know that. You are eternal. And we're not always going to be here. So there's another video that I want to do after this one. I might do it later. I also want to speak about my experiences about seeing, I don't want to spoil it, but I also want to do another video speaking about my personal experience going within myself, seeing this light. A lot of people talk about this light due to research, what they've heard, Many do speak about this light based on their experiences going within themselves due to not past life, but due to having an NDE. I think I said that right. But anyway, my next video, I will be speaking about this light, all right? And many people consider it as the false light. I've seen this light. Actually, I've seen two. So I want to share my experience with you, and I will be back with another video, all right? I love you in Christ. I thank you for checking your sister out. And just be mindful, family. Be mindful. May the words came out of my mouth. I gave many of you something to think about. I'm only speaking from my experience, the things I've seen from within, and also me connecting with my higher self, as far as me working on myself, because I want to make sure I'm right, Light attracts light, period. Much love to my kings and queens, and I'll be back with another video later. Bye for now. And thank you for your love and supporting my channel, family. It means a lot, all right?